Hi, this is the summary of the book 168 Hours by Laura Vanderkam, Part 6. In the final portion of 168 Hours, Laura Vanderkam brings the book full circle, returning to the central idea that time is a canvas, 168 hours wide, upon which we paint the life we want to live. Having laid out the tools, principles, case studies, and mindset shifts in earlier chapters, she now focuses on how to internalize these ideas for the long haul. What follows is not just a method for personal productivity, but a system for building a life of intention, fulfillment, and conscious design. Vanderkam begins by addressing the inevitability of backsliding. Even the most disciplined people fall off track. Life circumstances change. Jobs shift, children grow, health fluctuates, and schedules that once felt perfect can suddenly feel inadequate. Vanderkam reassures readers that perfection is not the goal. Resilience and realignment are. The value of the 168 hours philosophy lies in its adaptability. Once you understand how to assess, realign, and recalibrate your time with your values, you can make adjustments over and over again throughout the seasons of your life. A central reminder here is that your life is not just 1 week long. While a week offers a useful unit for planning and analysis, Vanderkam notes that meaningful change and progress occur over months and years. She likens time management to gardening. You plant seeds, habits, nurture them consistently, routines, and prune what no longer serves, eliminating time wasters. Results may not come instantly, but the cumulative effect can be transformative. This section also explores the importance of self-compassion when making changes. Many people, after tracking their time and realizing how much is spent on unintentional activities, react with guilt or shame. Vanderkam cautions against this. She encourages viewing these discoveries not as failures, but as data. If you learn that you spend 10 hours a week scrolling social media, the point isn't to beat yourself up, it's to ask, what am I really craving when I reach for my phone? Connection? Rest? Escape? Once identified, that need can be met more directly and intentionally. Another powerful insight in these final chapters is the use of life portfolios. Vanderkam borrows the concept of portfolio diversification from finance and applies it to life domains. A well-rounded week, like a balanced investment portfolio, contains different forms of value: work, relationships, health, creativity, service, rest, and joy. If one area dips, e.g., career stress, strength in other areas, e.g., family or fitness, can buffer the impact. A life that's overly concentrated in just one or two domains becomes fragile, just like an investment portfolio that lacks diversification. This idea leads into a renewed call to protect and prioritize neglected areas of life. Many people, Vanderkam argues, unintentionally overinvest in their careers because the rewards are visible: money, praise, promotions, while underinvesting in health, friendships, or inner life, areas with delayed or less tangible payoffs. Yet, it is often these quiet investments that produce the deepest well-being over time. Vanderkam urges readers to regularly audit their life portfolios and rebalance as needed. She also revisits the idea of invisible time, pockets of the week that vanish unnoticed. These include transition time between tasks or locations, low-quality screen time that provides little joy or rest, rework time caused by rushing or multitasking, social obligations that don't align with your priorities. By identifying and reducing these forms of leakage, we can reclaim substantial hours without adding effort. Vanderkam notes that even recovering 30 minutes per day through better transitions and boundaries equals over 182 hours per year, the equivalent of over 4 work weeks. In discussing the long-term sustainability of time management, Vanderkam introduces the concept of seasonal life design. Rather than striving for a fixed, ideal week forever, she encourages readers to revisit their time maps and dream lists every 3 to 6 months. As goals evolve and responsibilities shift, so too should the rhythm of your life. For example, A parent of a newborn may design weeks that prioritize caregiving, rest, and streamlined work. A freelancer growing a business may design weeks that emphasize client acquisition and creative development. A mid-career employee preparing for a promotion may structure time around leadership development and strategic initiatives. The power lies in revisiting your time with fresh eyes, season after season. Vanderkam also cautions against the illusion of arrival. There is no final version of life in which everything is perfectly balanced. Instead, she offers the metaphor of course correction over arrival. The more skilled you become at noticing when your time use drifts from your values, the faster you can realign. This feedback loop, observe, assess, adjust, is the engine of time mastery. In the final chapter, Vanderkam challenges a set of deeply ingrained cultural narratives. There's never enough time. I'm just too busy. I'll get to it someday. She argues these aren't truths, they're scripts, and by changing the narrative, you change what's possible. She offers instead, I have 168 hours every week. I get to choose how I spend them. I can start today. These affirmations aren't wishful thinking. They're grounded in the concrete math and stories shared throughout the book. Time is not an external tyrant. It's an internal resource, and how we use it reflects what we believe we deserve and what we believe we're capable of. To end, Vanderkam provides a practical 168 hours reset plan, a step-by-step process you can revisit anytime life feels out of sync. Track your time for 7 consecutive days. Review your log and highlight what energizes you, what drains you, what aligns with your values, and what doesn't. Make your list of 100 dreams and star 3 to 5 that matter most right now. Design a weekly time map that includes space for these starred dreams. Identify what to stop doing: time wasters, mismatched obligations, or inefficient routines. Recommit to your core values and protect time for them. Revisit this process every quarter to evolve your design. This method, repeated regularly, becomes not just a practice, but a mindset. You no longer default into your days, you author them. As a final note, Vanderkam writes not just as a time management expert, but as a working mother of 5, someone who understands complexity, ambition, chaos, and compromise. Her message is never that life must be flawless or hyper-optimized. Rather, it is that you are the steward of your time, and within 168 hours a week lies the space to build a life that reflects your deepest values. You may not control everything that happens in your life, but you do control how you spend your hours. And in the end, your hours are your life. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe for more great upcoming videos that will make you a different personality.